Joining us live now is political editor Jon Delano.
Yeah, as we continue to focus on the investigation here in southwestern Pennsylvania, in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, and around the nation, the focus has shifted to the Republican National Convention and the selection today of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as Trump's running mate. What do you make of it?
Well, I think it's a very interesting choice because, of course, this is a senator who is from the Midwest. The Midwestern area is really a up-for-grabs battleground area. So the thought is that Senator Vance might hold some appeal. But, of course, there's some unknowns here. He is brand new. He's been a senator for all of about 18 months. He's never held any other political office. But he is a bit of a mini Trump. He's a real MAGA Republican, if you can use those terms, to describe the fact that he and Donald Trump line up on the issues, although it wasn't always that way. Many years ago, back in 2016, he actually did not vote for Donald Trump with some really strong rhetoric against him.
Yeah, I've heard him say that his position on Trump, not just on Trump's policies, but on Trump's character, he says that has evolved, and Trump turned out to be a better president than he thought in 2016.
Well, that's exactly right. And you draw a distinction between character, personality, and policy. What J.D. Vance was going after in 2016 was Trump's personality, basically even saying that he's an idiot, called him an idiot, basically said he could be America's Hitler. I mean, he was using words, tough rhetoric about about Donald Trump. But as you say, he now says that Donald Trump was a good president. He voted for him in 2020.
I want to ask you about the messaging that we've heard from political leaders from both parties. Mike Kelly, who was at the rally, congressman from Butler, he said when it comes to assigning blame for what happened on Saturday, we should all consider ourselves culpable. Let's take a look at Kelly's comment.
Okay.
I'm hoping the American people understand what took place on Saturday in Butler, Pennsylvania at the Butler Farm Show grounds, where the 4-H kids show off their animals, where we celebrate the rural area and the agriculture community. If this can happen at that spot in America, then there's something wrong. There is something dramatically wrong. We better take a look. And people ask me, whose fault do you think it is or was? And I said, ours. My thing is, go find a mirror and look in that mirror, and that reflection, that person looking back at you, is the person most responsible for what you think, what you say, and how you act. We've got to make sure that we act all the time, not as Republicans, not as Democrats, but as Americans.
Republican Mike Kelly, quick reaction.
Well, he's exactly right, of course. And the fact is, though, that J.D. Vance tweeted right after the event, as I think you've noted before, Ken, that basically Joe Biden was responsible because he's the one who ratcheted up the rhetoric. In other words, there was no really responsibility shared by everybody. And I think what Congressman Kelly is saying is we're all to blame, and we all need to be very careful about our choice of words. We'll see whether Senator Vance really lives up to that ideal.
And the FBI would tell everyone there is no known motive as we speak.
Oh, that's right. I mean,
we don't know if it's political. We don't know what the motive is. In some of these assassinations and assassination attempts, there has been a completely non-political.
Yeah, let's remind everybody that the assassination attempt on Ronald Reagan back in 1981 was by an individual who thought by doing this he was going to please Jodie Foster. Had absolutely nothing to do with politics. And this assassination attempt, we do not know yet.
It's too early.
We just don't know.
All right. Thank you, Jon.